Hi guys, it's Squirrel and Keralis. We're back with episode 2 of our amazing journey across Europe.
Baby, we're going to France with PlayStations, Xboxes, and Jack Daniels.
What else? What else? You know, if you're going to have a fun time, they're pretty much what you need. Apart from pizza, maybe. Pizza would be well.
We're doing this for French kiddies, remember?
We are. We're helping them out with consoles and
booze.
And booze. They might even make them game better, who knows?
Okay, rubber nuts, it is time to start the journey.
Okay, rusty trombone, let's start this one up.
Okay, you start. You take the lead because you got a heavy shipment.
I've got the heavy whiskey going on here. I wonder which is more valuable inside. Like if I totaled my trailer full of Jack Daniels, and you totaled your trailer full of PS4s and stuff. I reckon yours would be more valuable, but mine would taste better.
They actually did it when I worked at the logistics company. They stole a trailer filled with Nintendo Wii's when it was like, you know, the next big thing on the market. And I was like, hell, how are you gonna sell a whole trailer load of Nintendo Wii's on the black market? I mean,
yeah, somebody's gonna notice that.
I think somebody's gonna, okay.
Yeah, straight on eBay, you know. We've got Nintendo Wii's, we've got 100 for sale. Really?
2000, brand new. Dude, there was a guy, I worked, back in the days, I worked at, I've been working at many places, but I worked at a computer store. And there was a guy who did the deliveries between shops. He stole, there was like back in the days, I don't know if they even exist anymore. There was Acer had a laptop called Ferrari. It was like a Ferrari model of the laptop, so it was like red and really expensive with awesome performance and stuff. But this guy, he stole two, right? He was the delivery guy between shops. So
he stole two of them.
He stole two of those, and he put up on the Swedish equivalency to eBay, like the next day or something.
Oh, fuck.
And he was like,
see, dumb criminals get caught pretty quickly.
Why even do that? And he used his real name and everything, and the boss just called him and was like, okay, there's two things we can do. We can call the cops straight away, or you can just you know, retire from this job. Which you want to do?
He was lucky.
Yeah, which one do you pick? And he was like, okay, bye-bye. But then again, I mean, how stupid can you get?
That is the dumbest move. Like selling it the next day in a really obvious way with your real name. What could possibly go wrong with that plan?
No idea. Dude, back to the topics. We covered one topic in the previous episode, by the way, which was, yeah, kind of alright, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking down the next one. We got, well, the next one is more of a comment, really, than a question.
Oh.
There's a guy called Marty the Gamer who said, if you could make this into a regular series, it would be great. So I've sent a few of those. Like a few people commenting saying that they really enjoy it and they love the chat and do more of it and all the rest of it. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know about you, but I really enjoy this kind of. It's a brilliant way for me to just enjoy a truck journey.
Honestly, I think the same, because usually when I do it myself, I did a Q&A on it, but it's still kind of just me on the road by myself with a bunch of AI. Now I have a physical person to talk to, and it's pretty great.
And we've got TeamSpeak instead of CB radios, but apart from that, it's not far off a real trucking experience.
Just wish the AI was on the road, but I'm totally down for it. I know some people on your channel get annoyed at my accent and voice. Hey, haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. We've got a speed camera coming up just to warn you. I think it's an 80 limit.
It's a great moment for overtaking.
Put your foot down, drop a gear.
Oh, I got it.
What you got?
The speeding offense.
You got an offense? Do you want to go in the front or something?
No. I'm just trying to chill about thanks to you.
Oh, I see.
Nah,
that looks cool.
I'm gonna pull back actually. Oh, then let me see this from. Oh, this looks amazing.
I'll slow down and then you can get alongside me. It look pretty good.
This game, it actually delivers.
Look at that. He's not even lagging or anything. It's like, that is really good.
This is awesome. Okay, let's just continue. There we go. You take the lead, buddy.
Alright.
Oh, this is where the autobahn splits into parts around this rock. I like that. I like that in single player a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Attention to detail on some of the maps is wonderful.
Very nice scenery.
Wow, are we going uphill? I think we are.
Yeah, I'm just.
He's got a flag. Was that? He's got a British flag.
British.
Did you see it? Yeah.
He's just dissed us. He's just. You belong to the English Queen.
Yeah. We're Scottish. Anyway, let's pick up some more questions here. We've got a question from a guy called Front Flip.
Front Flip.
And he says you should talk about different types of beer that you really like. Rate them from 1 to 20. Now, I've never been asked to rate anything 1 to 20 before. I've had 1 to 5 and I've had 1 to 10. But 1 to 20 is pretty unusual. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a massive beer drinker, but I do have a few favourite beers. Although I tend to go for sort of shorts. Or to be honest, I'll have a bit of a Guinness now and again. And I'll have Peroni beer maybe. I love Stella, but it kind of gives me a nasty headache. But I'm also a big kind of cider drinker more than a beer drinker. What about you?
I love beer. I love beer in masses, and I love dark beer.
Dark beer.
Yeah.
So a very kind of hoppy taste.
Well, hoppy taste is good. I mean, Guinness is amazing. We got a bunch of those new breweries popping up here, which is kind of like... There's a Danish brewery, I think it is, or is it maybe that's actually Belgian, which is called Michaeler or something, which got those really strange tastes of beers. They're like really hoppy, really like flavored. I just love those beers. I can't stand Budweiser. I hate it. Sorry, American people watching this. Budweiser is pure piss. I can't drink it. It's like it's just drinking water. I mean, I could just drink water.
Yeah, it's not. I don't like it that much. You know, there are many good beers out there, and I'm not a massive fan of Budweiser, to be honest.
No, I love Brooklyn, the brewery. It's got fantastic beers. Newcastle is a nice beer. Brown ale works.
Yeah.
Kilkenny, the Irish one, amazing.
Oh yeah, I went to a beer festival just a few weeks ago, and they had obviously beer from all around the UK. All names that you've never heard of, obviously, but places that they're brewed in Somerset and all kinds of other counties around Britain, and they also had loads of different kinds of cider as well. And it's fantastic doing that, because you get to try some really, really unusual beers. Now, why is this guy stopped in the slow lane? Dear me.
Paul, when nature calls, nature calls. Number 2, can't wait.
That guy. That guy. Stopped in the slow lane of a motorway. You just don't do it.
No, but I know what you mean with beers, because usually, like most of the local small breweries all over the place, they can't really get out on the market as the big companies can.
No, but they go to those beer festivals, and they'll sell you a sample, and if you really like it, you can obviously buy a pint of it. And it was it was a really, really hot sunny day in the UK that day. And it was a Friday night. Of course, you don't have to go to work or anything the next day. It was just great to just stand outside and just drink random beers. Of course, Saturday I had a bit of a headache, but I enjoyed myself. And I love little festivals like that,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, I would love to go down to the beer festival in Germany.
Because I don't know about you, but I find beer's a social thing. Like, there are people who get beer and then they'll just put a movie on by themselves and just drink beer. That's not how I enjoy it. I kind of enjoy it with other people.
Sharing is caring. No, I know what you mean. Like, just sitting with your friends in a pub or something, just talking and taking a few pints.
Chilling out.
But, Sweden is a bit different, because in Sweden, it's a bit of taboo, alcohol. You have those special shops, which are only open like office hours.
Blimey.
Where you can buy like strong beer. You can buy I think it's 3% beer in the normal shops. Or 3.5, I think it is. But everything over that, you have to go to the special shops to buy.
I thought the Swedish people were quite, kind of open about stuff.
They suck when it comes to alcohol. Good thing is I live really close to Denmark, and there's a whole different approach to alcohol in Denmark. And as well,
pop over the border and get some stuff.
Yeah, and I live in a harbor town, which is connected to Poland. So if I really, really fancy beer, I just go down to the harbor and it's like, yep, yeah. Here you have beer. What you want to buy? The store is open.
Crate of beer.
Yeah. So that is pretty decent, I guess. But no, I hate that fact. They have to have those special shops where you have to. It's office hours. Now it doesn't really matter for me because I'm mostly home during daytimes anyhow. But when I work, it was a pain. If you miss it, you miss it. No alcohol for the Friday. Hop, it's gone.
That's I never knew that. That's kind of surprising to me. That is.
It sucks. You know what? I was in Stockholm with Activision not long ago playing Destiny, and I was going back in the evening with airplane back to where I live, and I was like, I really fancy some beer, right? So I'm gonna buy some beer at the tax-free shop. And she was like, where are you traveling? Well, I just got back. I just want to buy some beer. Nope, not allowed.
Wow.
I'm like why can't I buy beer?
I'm an adult.
Yeah, I'm an adult.
Buy some beer.
Please give me some beer. Nope, not allowed. I'm not allowed to sell. You have to travel outside the European Union to buy beer. I'm like, what?
What would she say if you said, I want some cigarettes then?
No problem.
Did they have the same... Really?
Cigarettes are not a problem.
That's insane.
Only alcohol.
Oh, man. That's really interesting, but insane at the same time.
You know, yeah. Kind of semi-sucks.
Right, so switching subject completely now.
All right. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
This is a curveball, right? This is somebody called Carson Smith. And by the way, I'm reading these out of our comments section from my comments and your comments. So if anybody wants, you know, future topics that we should talk about, leave a comment in the videos and we'll pick them up for the next video. But this one's from Carson Smith. And he says, do you believe in paranormal stuff like ghosts and whatever? So I don't know. What's your take? Do you believe in ghosts and paranormal things, or are you a skeptic? Do you dismiss it completely, or do you genuinely think that they exist?
You know what? You know all those shows which are really popular on TV at this point, like where people talk to like ghosts from people's relatives. It's just a lot of bullshit. I can't take it. Like, that's my own opinion. I mean, I feel sorry for the people being tricked and deceived into this, believing like he's talking to my uncle. And I mean, the thing is, they got so much leading questions before they actually do that. It's like, it's a 50% chance you're gonna get something right. Okay, he had blue eyes. Oh yeah, that's my uncle. It's like, no, please, people, stop believing in that.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely, I don't believe in paranormal stuff and ghosts and that kind of thing. And I'm with you. I genuinely feel sorry for the people who are being tricked into thinking that they're communicating with their dead relatives and stuff. On the other hand, I kind of think, well, if they're taking something out of that in a positive way, then if nobody's getting hurt, maybe it's not so bad. I don't know. I don't really have a strong view either way on it. But I certainly don't think it's real. I think everybody's just a charlatan in that respect. They used to have a program on, I think it's still on TV, called Ghost, what's it called? Something Live, Ghost Live. It was essentially they'd go to some really spooky place in the UK, and it would always be nighttime because, of course, ghosts only appear at night. They don't appear in the day, apparently. And they'd go there at nighttime, and then they'd send down a camera crew and some really scared, jumpy people, and then obviously things would happen. Amazingly enough, it'd be like you'd hear noises and stones being dropped and all kinds of. I feel so cold. It's like, yeah, because your mind's going overtime, you know. It was such rubbish, but it was a massively popular thing on TV, and I just didn't get it. My wife used to watch it; she loved it, and I'm like, you can't be serious. This is ridiculous. And she's like, well, you never know. They might exist. That might be a ghost. I'm like, it's not. You know, it's just not. But that's my view.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of love how they always go to like the spooky places. I mean, if that's the only place ghosts exist, then it's like a spooky place. It's got to be nighttime. It's got to be a spooky place. Yeah. And yeah, the cold feel every single episode. Oh, there was a breeze. Yeah. I feel really cold. I mean,
something touched my shoulder.
No. Like, you know, if people want to believe in that, I'm totally fine with that. But I kind of hate the deceiving part where there's like hotlines where you can call and people are gonna tell you stuff. I mean, I just think
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
enjoy the movie, but you know,
who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. No, but honestly, I just think like they're taking advantage of, like, you know, vulnerable people. So for me, it's like I don't believe in it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so we're both on the same page on that one, Mr. Carson. We don't believe in paranormal stuff and ghosts.
Sorry.
What's next? We've got Mr. What's he called? Japopo. He says, this was awesome. Can't wait for the next co-op video. Talk about cars and Top Gear, is what he says.
I love Top Gear.
Now a question I was going to say, do you have Top Gear in Sweden, and is it the British version, or do they have a kind of a Top Gear Sweden?
We have all the BBC channels and the other English channels. So we have Top Gear. We have the British version of Top Gear. We have the American and Australian ones, but they suck. They are so bad and they are so lame.
Yeah. For some reason, the British one is a lot better. I know what you mean. And they can't get it right on the other one, or the other networks. And I wonder if it's just the characters involved. I don't know.
You know, yeah. I mean, the characters are brilliant, and I think the other one is they're just trying too hard. The American is so lame. All the jokes are just, oh my god, please stop! I need to change channels. I don't know. It's just they're just trying to do something which is just too similar to the Top Gear. The UK Top Gear, and it's just not working out for them. I know, yeah. I can take it. I love Top Gear otherwise. It's a brilliant show. Top
Gear, you know, they took car programs and then just totally reinvented them. Like before that, it was all just reviews of cars, and they kind of took cars and then just did really fun stuff with it, and they created this amazing format. I just love Top Gear. I think it's an absolutely brilliant program.
My wife loves watching it. I mean, she hates normally like car programs or whatnot, but Top Gear watches it every single time because she's loving it, and it's just the personalities. I mean, I'm more of a Jeremy person in real life, I guess. So she always compares me to Jeremy,
right?
And I think she's a bit of a James May herself. So yeah. So
I like James May. He's a good lad.
Yeah, he's kind of calm.
Funny.
Oh, that is. But Richard Hammond, he's been like having all those extra programs all over the place. I've been seeing him on like Discovery Channel, History Channel, I think it was, or the National Geographic or something. He's all over the place now.
He is. I mean, I think there's something about his style that is, to me, is the least favourite out of the three. But that's just complete. I don't dislike the guy at all. I like him, but out of the three, if I was ranking them 1, 2, 3, then Jeremy Clarkson would be first. James May be second, and Richard Hammond would be third. I think is that how I would put them in order of preference.
There was something about, sorry, I just interrupted you, but there was something about Jeremy Clarkson quitting the Top Gear.
Oh,
there was some rumor going around.
I hope it's not true.
No,
seriously, he can't quit. I mean, if any one of them quits, the whole thing won't be the same anymore.
No, it's gonna lose its charm.
They have to do it, even when they're got walking sticks and Zimmer frames and wheelchairs. They still have to make Top Gear. They're not allowed to stop.
Never. And the special episodes where they kind of travel abroad somewhere, they are brilliant. I mean, I just love watching that. It's like watching a movie.
They take cars to the most amazing places. You know what? When they do those monster drives, like they'll do drives across Europe, and they'll be racing against, like Jeremy Clarkson will be in a car and he'll be racing against
train or something.
The other two, and they're in a plane or a train or something. It's like, wow, how do you even think about this?
I know, it's brilliant. It's great fun to watch. Oops.
Where are we in terms of time?
I got a thundering storm going on. It's raining on my screen. It's really bad weather.
It's raining on your screen. Are we up on the 30-minute episode slot, 500 kilometers, or are we good for another question?
I think we're good on another question.
Okay. Right, let's go for another question. This is from X-Mentor Gaming, and he says, talk about Miss Keralis or Miss SquirrelsNuts. I think you'll find that should be Mrs., but yeah, they wanted our respective partners is what they're saying. Talk about that. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about that. We can skip the question if you want.
No, for me, she's a kind of like, you know, she's been playing video games with me. She's been recording, so I'm totally up for that. If you're up for that,
I'm fine. I'm not obviously not going to reveal personal details, but I'm quite happy to talk around the subject. I mean, how long have you known Mrs. Keralis?
I've met her when I was 16.
Wow, sweethearts then, eh?
Oh yeah, in high school
or something.
Yeah, in school. So we've been together for like a long time. Whew, oh boy, my life is over.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I mean, I met my wife, I think, when I was 24. So yeah, it was a little bit later in life, and I met her at a friend's house. I used to go around a friend's house, and we played. We used to play board games like you know, Dungeons and Dragons board games, and she used to turn up with her friend, and her friend's husband was one of our sort of people who played board games with us, And basically, just through the regularity of that, I ended up talking to her, and then, you know, eventually asked her to go to the cinema. I think it was something like that. That's how I met my wife.
How does she react to the fact you're doing YouTube and stuff like that?
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Was a couple of years ago, she used to say what I was doing was I was just, you know, I was just playing silly games. I was just making daft videos and all this kind of thing. And like, I just kept plowing on. I'm like, no, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm going to keep doing this. And as my channel got bigger and bigger, and she sort of started not making those negative comments anymore, and then all of a sudden she's like, wow, people actually watch your stuff then. And I'm like, yes, they do.
You might not suck then.
Yeah, I think it was, you know, when you start going down to games conferences and people sort of walk up to you and go, oh, hi Squirrel, love your videos. At that point she was taken aback by it all, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, I can remember, like, mine went for a business trip to Poland for like 5 days. And I was like, you know, I was home. I was like, what the hell should I be doing? Like, I was kind of bored, you know. So I kind of like, I wanna do something which kind of leads to something. And then I started uploading YouTube videos. And she got home, and I'm like, honey, I think I'm gonna be doing YouTube. I'm not gonna become famous or anything, but I'm just gonna be doing YouTube, and maybe one day I can be home one day off work per week or something. And she was like, for real? And I'm like, yep, that's the plan. And she was like, oh yeah, well, if you want to do that, please do that. And she was like, I don't think she took it kind of in a serious manner at that time. But yeah, it changed, you know, when you kind of like, you kind of start seeing like subscribers popping up, people being like tweeting, doing Facebook messages, stuff like that. Yeah, it kind of transforms. Now she's totally fine with it.
Well, yeah, I mean, my wife's fine with it now, but it did take a while to get there. Changing lane here. I think we should probably start thinking about the next parking slot.
Yeah, we got 394 kilometers to that destination in Lyon, France.
We have... What's the next parking bay? I'm not seeing any signs yet.
Yeah, let's stop on the next one, I guess.
We're making good progress, I'll be honest with you. I mean,
we've done
surprising
1,100 kilometers so far.
Do you know, like, if I was to drive... I think it was a 14k journey, 1400k journey. If I was to drive that on my own, it would feel a lot longer than just driving with you. Like, because we're just talking, it's almost like driving for real when you're having a conversation with somebody. The miles just kind of fly by.
Yeah, that's something which I've been thinking about. Sometimes when I was driving to work with friends in the car and stuff, it's kind of like your mind is off the whole driving part of the whole experience. You know, you kind of like, you do stuff, but you just do them by default. Like, it's just automatically done.
It's autopilot.
Yeah, and it's like, you can just like, okay, I'm gonna go back like 5 minutes in time. What the hell? How did I do that? Why did I do that? It's like, you know, it's just autopiloting the whole trip. And it's kind of the same here, you know, just talk and just do that. Do the drive.
The drive.
The drive.
I think we must be near Zurich by now.
Yeah, but let's pull up on the next one. There was one here. No, maybe not. No, there wasn't.
Oh, some nice scenery to the right there.
Oh, the rain's stopping. Glorious.
I've still got rain. I can't believe that. I remember at the end of the last one we did, and we sort of got into the city, and I had a beautiful sunshine all the way, and it just started raining as we pulled up. So, you know, you're talking, and I just got these massive thunderstorms going on over my head. I give him 1 toot because he's a Renault.
Ooh. Nothing against French cars. I'm not gonna buy it. Never. I'm not gonna ever buy a French car.
I don't actually like the style of most of the French cars anyway. I mean, I don't know. The French style is a bit different to what I like, I think.
Yeah. No, I don't like them. They're so cheesy.
No, I mean, they've made some horrendous cars in the past, especially Citroën.
Oh boy, Citroën.
Citroën have made some weird vehicles.
And they're still popular in France. That's the only problem. I mean, who buys them? They're butt ugly. It's not even a car. It's like, I don't know.
Although the only thing I can say positively, I suppose, about a Citroën is that I think in Top Gear episode once, they got a camera and he was driving alongside some horses racing, and it was a really bumpy track that he was driving down, and he did it in something like a BMW, and then he did it in one of these Citroëns with one of those active suspension systems, and he sort of had this camera pointed at the horses, and in the BMW you just couldn't see what the hell was going on, because every time it went over any kind of bump, it was just the camera was blurry and shaky. And he did it in the Citroen, and it was just because of the suspension, it just glided over the top of these bumps. And that's the only good thing I could see
About the Citroen.
about the Citroen, yeah. And I'm thinking, where's the next parking bay? Because we're 300 Ks, we're going to be in Lyon before we know it at this rate.
No. I think it's coming up. Dude, we don't have to find a parking bay. We can just pull over here on the hard shoulder and say goodbyes, I guess.
Doesn't feel right. The thing is, we can't bring the map up in multiplayer. We have to stop to bring the map up, which is a understandable but annoying feature.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pull over here.
Yeah?
I'm doing, yeah, just after the bend, because, you know, it's kind of like... There we go.
Oh, hang on. Is that a sign up ahead?
I don't think there's a gas station sign, though.
No, I think you're right.
No, let's just pull over here. Because we don't want to waste your guys' times, right? So we don't... There we go. Perfect.
Just put my... Let's have a look where we are just to see if we... No, we're quite...
Bam.
Oh, there is one. There is one up ahead.
Oh, we made it past Zurich. Yeah, but that's almost... You know what? Let's call it quits here. In the next episode, we're gonna drive all the way to Lyon, drop off our PS4s and Xboxes and Jack Daniels for the kids in France. And hopefully everybody's gonna get happy, right?
It's going to be a happy hour in Lyon when we get there.
And we have more topics as well.
We've got more topics. I've got some more questions to cover.
Whoops. There we go.
You want to close it this time?
Well, I don't know. Guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this. We got more topics for the last episode, and if you did enjoy, don't forget to comment, like, and favorite. Also, check out Paul's point of view if you're watching mine. And,
likewise, check out Keralis' point of view, and don't forget to leave your comments, guys, with topic suggestions. We need the topic suggestions.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for
keep this thing going.
Totally. Thank you so much, guys. And, as usual... Bye-bye.
Happy trucking.
Happy trucking. Bye-bye, everybody.